Hi, we're in Seneca, Oregon, and today we're at Silvies Valley Ranch. And we're talking to certified golf course superintendent and former GCSAA president, Sean Hoolehan. Hey, Sean.
How you doing, folks?
So, what a property. You know, I couldn't do it justice by trying to explain what's going on here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Silvies Valley Ranch?
Sure, Ken. You know, Silvies Valley Ranch is the biggest continuous ranch in Oregon. It's 144,000 acres. It's a active organic beef and a cattle ranch and goat ranch, and we are really well known for being a Eastern Oregon kind of a new destination resort. The Craddock and Hankins course, which we're on the Hankins number 11T right now, have got great notoriety in the golf world for being a reversible golf course. So these are two golf courses on a footprint of about 1.5. And so we do a lot of interesting things. We have golfers from all over the world actually come to try to experience it. And it's been great because we're not just a reversible golf course, which is different than everything else. We really do a lot of our management and maintenance on the golf course very differently.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did St. Andrews start out as a reversible?
Yeah,
too?
It actually still is.
Yeah.
They play it
yeah.
reversibly 1 year. And my awareness is that really the three reversible golf courses are St. Andrews, the Loop in Michigan, and Silvies Valley Ranch here, the Craddock and Hankins courses.
Very cool. Yeah. And Doak was the Loop, right?
The Loop,
yeah.
right. And Dan Hickson's our golf course architect here at Silvies Valley Ranch.
Right. So we've spent last night hanging out together. We're talking about the property and all the stuff going on here, and we've been driving around today. You've shown me the property, or some of the property, 144,000 acres. We're not going to see it all, but you know, I've identified, I think, 375 BMPs so far that you guys have employed here at this property. But we're only going to pick one. Okay. We're only going to pick one of those to highlight today, and we're going to go with water conservation. So let's hear more about your water conservation efforts here.
So that's great. It's fun for me. You know, I've 40 years being a golf course superintendent just about now, and to be actually doing something totally different. You know, where for how many years was I worried about dry spots and brown spots? Where here now I'm really not worried. I'm focusing on just playability, not worrying about the color, and so we have and I'll tell everybody this: when it talks about conservation, water conservation here at Silvies Valley, it starts with our owner. Our owner is so solidly behind us and encouraging me to conserve as much water as I can, and to still provide a championship level golf courses. And so that's what we do. But we don't worry about color. We worry about playability. And we have, you know, I tell people the story that, you know, we've got 3,500 individually operating heads, irrigations. We've got $1.5 million irrigation system, state-of-the-art irrigation system, so we can conserve water, not so we can use it.
You can pinpoint and accurately target where you want to put the water.
Right, and so we focus, and you know, and this is a great resort. So we focus on where the carts enter and exit the fairways, and we water greens and tees because you have to. You know, we really have to.
Sure.
In those, but other than that, come about middle of July, we really shut the water off and let the fairways. These are fescue fairways. They can go. The fine fescue can go dormant. It goes dormant pretty quick when you turn the water off, which is one of its really resilient qualities. So it goes dormant. We will put a little water on maybe every 2-3 weeks, just enough to keep everything from going off completely off. But it will go pretty solid brown and play like a true links golf course.
Right. So one of the points I want to make is that not every golf course could do what you're doing, but you guys identify a way to conserve all of this water, which in turn reduces fungicide use, right?
Oh yeah. So we have very little inputs on these golf courses. So I mean, when I mean little, very little. We'll make one fungicide applications to greens only, and that's coming in about a week or two for snow mold, because we're a mountain meadow, high mountain meadow golf course at just about 5,000 foot elevation. We'll get a good snowpack up here. And so we have to do something for snow mold. That's the only fungicide application I make all year. But you know, we say not every golf course can do this. Really, truthfully, I think most superintendents do some level of this because they focus on playability and where they can go and how far they can do it. And so, you know, we talk firm and fast conditions, and we're all trying to find a way to do that. And we also want to use, and everybody's paying attention to water use. Sure. They really are. And so no one wants to play a wet and you know, golf course, a soaking wet golf course. So I think to certain levels that most guys do something like this. Most golf courses do it. It's just instinctive because it's part of the game. Yeah. But we are pushing it further than most guys could, most courses could, because you know, clearly we're a boutique resort in Eastern Oregon. It's you know, this is catering to, our guests come from all over the country, if not the world, and you know, we don't limit cart traffic, but we just don't worry about the effects of it. But we don't have 200 carts running around here every day, so that's a big difference.
Right, and is there a process you use to educate the golfers as to why these fairways look the way they do in the summer?
Yeah, thanks. That's a great point. You know, our owner, Dr. Campbell, he wants to educate people who come to Silvies Valley about the ecology and the environment at every step and everything they do. And so, you know, I actually have an SOP, which is really a BMP, that's on our website that we share with our guests, and it's about our water use here and why we do it and what we do and how we manage it. So when our golfers come, they might see and might be familiar with a golf course that's really dormant in the middle of summer, brown and whatever, but then they can read it. All our employees are trained on it to explain that to them, and they get it. Yeah. You know, they get it. And so that's part of the story of Silvies Valley, is that really we want it to be great for the environment, for the animals who live on the ranch, for our guests, and for our employees. Right.
Well, super impressive. I hope more golf courses and the golf industry in general will follow the lead of Silvies Valley Ranch, and continue to make strides in water conservation, because it's really an important part of golf's future. So thanks for having me here today and hosting me and showing me around the property, and hopefully I can come back sometime.
Next time you come, we'll go on a bike ride.
Fair enough. All right. A deal. All right. Thanks, Sean.
All right.